Looking after over 4 acres of roof, countless drains and every aspect of property care and renovation in between is an enormous challenge for our maintenance team.
Hi there, my name is Julie Reedman and I'm the Facilities and Maintenance Manager here at Wentworth Woodhouse. In 2017, when I started, when we bought the house, we had just a very small number of people working on maintenance, just a contractor and 1 member of staff part-time. And now we've got quite a flourishing team with many volunteers doing many things, from helping us to keep these drains clear, for example, through to clearing the place and keeping the place tidy, a bit of joinery work, a bit of plumbing work, and even working on plans and back office work to help support the work of the maintenance team as well. So I'd like to tell you now a little bit more about the work of our volunteers. So looking after the fabric of the building can be quite challenging, and one of the problems that we have here is a significant amount of dry rot, which can be a fascinating subject actually, and some of our volunteers get involved in helping to monitor that dry rot. That involves looking at plans and then monitoring the dry rot over a number of months and even years in some cases, just to see how much we've got it under control. So our 4.2 acres of roofs at the mansion and stables take quite some looking after. Although we can't allow our volunteers onto the roofs, the volunteers do help us in lots of ways. So, for example, in the last couple of months, have been making things that we call gutter hogs, and that is to prevent debris going down our gutters and blocking our drain pipes up. Our volunteers have helped us enormously over the last 5 years in trying to keep the site tidy and clean, and in fact we've removed over 400 tonne of rubbish from the site, which obviously helps the look of the place, makes it safer, and also aids the visitor experience. Our volunteers also help us with conservation type related work. So we've got a volunteer, for example, who goes around every single week and monitors the humidity and the temperature in all of our main staterooms. That helps us to keep the building in good environmental order. And we also have volunteers who go around at least once a year and look at the condition of our marble statues and other artefacts in the house. We also have a lot of brass work in the house, and one of our big projects was to actually restore a chandelier for our chapel, and that was mainly done by one of our volunteers who specialises in that kind of work, and took 500 plus hours indeed to complete. One of our longest brassware jobs was actually the renovation of the stair rods, which took about 800 hours to complete. So for a mansion that has over 300 doors, then you'd imagine that we have lots and lots of locks. And unfortunately we don't have that many historic keys, but we do have some, and we've got some very talented volunteers who actually have made keys for us. Some are very elaborate and some really simple, but all really important. Upcycling and recycling isn't a modern thing. It's actually been done for many years, and some of our objects in the house are actually upcycled some time ago. And one of these things is some beautiful lattice work made of brass, which is now reused as a door in the library, but started its life as a radiator cover. So we have lots of jobs for our maintenance team to do around keeping visitors happy, and the buggies are something that make our visitors' lives a lot easier, but they often break down or things drop off them. For example, a wing mirror. So from the early days of the Trust, when there was just a couple of us in maintenance, to what we've got now is a world away. We've got so many people, so many great volunteers with loads of different skills and experience that bring their expertise to bear on the maintenance team. We're so grateful for that. People have really formed very strong friendships and bonds and do some fantastic work. Thank you.